Hello, my name is Deanna Doherty. I'm a second-year sophomore nursing student, and I'm from the Central Mass area. So coming into college, I identify as an entirely dependent student, so I don't have the financial assistance from any other family members. So I am primarily relying on financial aid. It's been a whirlwind this semester. I found myself with a lot of undue responsibilities I wasn't expecting. My father was diagnosed with terminal lung cancer last November, so just about a year ago. And unfortunately, he took a terrible fall and suffered massive brain damage and has been mentally incapacitated and has been unable to make decisions for himself. And with that, I've taken on the role as his legal guardian. And so I'm working. I've worked all this summer, and then this academic year I'm working for Residence Life on campus, and I'm probably working about 20 to 25 hours a week and managing all of my classes, and a lot of that money, unfortunately, is going back to my parents. And so it seems that when I make, every time that I am making something, it has to be forced out. And so having that cushion and then security of financial aid opportunities really takes off a burden from my shoulders, and I have that support, and it's one less thing that I have to worry about.
My name is Daniel Darmody. I'm currently a senior in college, and I'm a computer science major with a concentration in software engineering and a minor in mathematics. For the entire time I've been in college, I've juggled 2 to 3 jobs. Every week I work probably, I'd say the most I've worked in a week is probably around 50 hours on top of school. And it's hard for my first 2 years here. My dad battled cancer, so my family couldn't really give me a whole lot. It really takes a toll actually to work as much as I work on my academics, for instance, because in high school I used to be I had a 4.4 GPA or something from AP classes, and then in college I have around a 3 right now, but it's hard for me to be able to study and to do the best I can when I have to have so many work obligations and family obligations. As I would say personally, that every dollar and penny you can donate and help students that are struggling like I am and other students are really helps.
Hello, my name is Lori Belcasser. I am 22 years old. I am a senior here at Salem State University. Although my time at Salem State has been great, I've learned many experiences, but it has been troubling being able to get financial aid access and being able to focus strictly on my studies without having to worry with financial problems. The financial aid office here at Salem State has been able to ease that bridge between focusing in school and being able to attend school without having financial burdens on my back. I did have to work 2 jobs in order to get my education and continue to my education as well. It's hard, and my family, it's only just my mother and I. She's a single mother who's dedicated her life to make sure that I don't end up how she is. She's a factory worker. She does assembly line work, and she has put her time and energy to make sure that I get an education. It's tough. I'm so close to finishing, and to see my dream, and not only my dream, but also my mother's dream, kind of go away for me without having the financial ability to finish was really tough. It's really hard. In the financial aid office, I have no words to how thankful and appreciative I am for them, because I would not be here. I wouldn't be able to finish my degree.
My name is Daniel Isabel. Go as a middle name of Amoyi. I'm from Nigeria, and I'm a student of Salem State University, accounting department. and I'm in my senior level right now. So presently I have 2 jobs. I work with people with disabilities. I work for Seven Hills Foundation and Turning Point Institution. I have to work 40 hours in both jobs full-time, completing 80 hours every week for me to be able to meet up with my academic goal. I'll go back with the Navigation Center. They really did help me a lot in terms of settling my student debt. They suggested ways for me to make monthly payments, which is very convenient for me because I now have the time and ability to plan my schedule and make payments as I went due. And they give me all my legal advices, the right professors to meet and talk to. And also when I always go to the Navigation Center, I see that very burden as a place where I go to relieve myself, to speak out my mind, my struggle, and how I'm gonna get helped out making payments.
Well, for people like myself that have gone through a life change where, in my case, my husband's walked out on me and don't have the resources to go back to school, there needs to be some sort of funding for those people that have financial hardships to find out what your financial circumstances are. And if you're going back to school due to divorce or death and you need to update your skills to be able to get a better job.
My name's Sean Preventure. I'm a second-generation student. My dad just finished college not too many years ago, and my mother is disabled. Well, I currently work 3 jobs, up to 50 hours a week, and I attend school full-time, so it's always a challenge. And the fact is, unfortunately, the more you work, the harder it is to get financial aid. It's sort of a vicious cycle. Honestly, every semester is a struggle. This semester it's a $2,000 struggle. Some semesters it's lighter, some semesters it's more, and it leads to me working sometimes 50, 55 hours a week on top of being a full-time student. And it's very difficult to try to balance schoolwork. Sometimes I'm up until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I have to work at 8 o'clock the next morning, 6 o'clock the next morning. So it's always a struggle on top of helping my disabled mother at home. Every year it seems to be getting worse and worse, and honestly the harder you work and the more money you get, the more money they take away from you. Pay that on top of all my other bills and also help, like as I said, help take care of a disabled mother at my house. It's hard. It's very hard. And there have been semesters when I almost really didn't come back. And thanks to my family and the support I get in school, I've come back and I'm still here, and I hopefully will finish and graduate.
My name is Nicole Johnson. I'm a senior here at Salem State. My major is accounting, and I am the vice president of the Multicultural Students Association, and I am also a student employee on campus. So I came into college knowing that I would be supporting myself throughout college. So that's why I chose Salem State, because it was one of the more affordable options. And in the past, I've had to work multiple jobs on campus, as well as staying involved as a student. So I would work at the Student Navigation Center, and I also had a second job at Shaw's Supermarket in Lynn. So there'd be times I'll have class, and then I'll go to work in between class, and then after class I'll leave off campus to go to work. It's definitely stressful because as a student you want to just be worried about your involvement on campus and doing well in classes, but when you have to work so much, it's kind of hard to keep the focus on everything you need to get done. So sometimes it's choosing between doing assignments or sleeping and trying to keep the stress level low while doing everything you need to get done. Maintaining involvement on campus, classes, grades, work, just making sure that you're on top of everything can be very stressful.
Personally speaking, I would say that I'm more than a student. I have to deal with taking care of myself, my family life, my responsibilities as a student leader on campus, managing bills, and I think getting more help for the committee, not for myself, but even speaking for other students, would help erase just one of the many burdens that we face every day.
My name is Nubia Gaston. I'm a senior here at Salem State. I am a finance and professional writing major with a minor in pre-law studies. I'm the president of the Multicultural Student Association as well as VP for Pre-Law Society. So my freshman year, I had to take out my own private loans because my parents were in a special kind of financial struggle at the time, and they couldn't really help me out by taking out Parent Plus loans or anything like that. And I didn't really get any money from FAFSA or financial aid. I mostly got loans, and it was only like max $5K for the entire year. So I ended up having to take the rest out through loans. At the moment, I think I'm at 60K, maybe a little bit over than that, actually. And I think that because it becomes so much pressure and stress and to succeed and do well, and not just for your family or just for yourself, but like you have a whole debt to pay. It definitely would be a relief for a lot of students if there was opportunity for scholarships, because there is students who have the means to get scholarships, they just don't necessarily have access or the opportunity to get those things. So I think that it's very important that if our school or our institution had a way to allow students to get scholarships and those opportunities were open to everyone, I think that they would definitely first of all go for it, and I think that they also have the credentials for it as well.
My name is Jennifer Roper. I'm a senior. I'm graduating this year in the spring 2019, and I'm a history major. Since my freshman year, I have had to have 2 jobs to be able to attend school. I'm lucky enough to have parents that are willing to help me, but they also have 3 other children that they're trying to put through college. The most I've worked during the school year is 32 hours a week, but I did have to leave one of my jobs because I felt that it was too much and it was impacting my academic studies. So I decided to leave a job, but in leaving a job, I also had to leave campus. I am part of 2 student groups. I also work on campus. So it was hard for me to give that up. Before school started, I approached someone in the financial aid department, and they really helped me out with paying off last semester, which I actually just recently finished paying off while paying for this semester as well. I don't think I would have came back to school had that person not helped me financially, because I have the grades to be here. I have good grades and I have the motivation. It's just the money doesn't match up sometimes.
My name is Brandon St. Pierre. I am a senior here at Salem State University, and I am a business management major with an audio technology minor. There's definitely been a lot of situations in my life, which was my stepdad passing away, my mom not working a solid job anymore, my uncles not living with me as much, so they aren't able to get in contact with me and help me as much as I needed it. Financial aid helped me a lot at first. But one big thing was, now that I'm a senior going into school, my estimated family contribution had gone up. I've held 2 jobs and also have been in 5 to 6 classes for going on 4 years now, which has definitely been a struggle. If I had not been told the things that I've been told, and I had not been given the information that I was given from the staff at the Navigation Center, things would have been a lot more difficult to deal with. So to assume that someone is just able to afford college it's not a good thing to do because that puts a lot of burden and a lot of stress on the younger generation when we're trying to create something in this world. And to have that burden on you, to be worried about not being able to pay for that degree to get you further in life, it really adds this tension. And if that tension was released by anyone that would be able to give more money or give more funds to these students like me that are struggling, it would just make life a lot better, a lot easier, and less complicated.
My name is Adeline Slocum, and I'm a social work student. Next year will be my last year. I have been here for a couple of years. I came into this country from Liberia as a refugee, attended North Shore Community College, and I thought that was all to end. I decided to come back here to school, and it's been a tough time. But you know why? I'm so happy that I came because I work with people who have disabilities, and that's the only way I can help them, by learning. But it's been tough going to school and working full-time with the little money, salary that I earn. But you know, it's a hard thing because sometimes we are so many that going through this struggle, financial struggle. I've had so much of it, gone to the navigation center crying because I didn't have money to pay my school fees. And I said, I'm not going to quit. Week is tough. Even I came from work this morning and got straight on the computer because I have tons of work to do. No sleep, and I have to meet up with my requirements because I have to present my work to the instructor. I got papers to do. I got another assignment to do. It's just crazy. And then I'm doing a full-time job. Sometimes I take my clothes to work. After work, I just get ready at my job and come straight to the intern or to my class. From there, I have to go home and maybe take a nap, do some homework, and go back to work. It's a hectic, but you see me, I'm fat because I belong big, so that's why. But it's not an easy thing. It's not easy, it's stressful. Yeah. But you know, no easy way to succeed. No easy way. It's a tough thing, but I'm happy for the opportunity.